Hi, I'm Tina Ann Middleton, author of the Forestville series. I'd like to welcome you today to the Writing Journey, where we inspire and encourage each other in the craft of writing. Today we'll be talking about our target audience. We'll be right back. When we write our books, at least once or twice, we might be thinking about who are we writing for? Who's the group? Our target audience. Who do you write for? Let's look at the different audiences. There's children. You might be one of those who writes for the babies and toddlers, putting things together to teach them their colors, their shapes, show them little cute baby animals, things like that. Preschoolers. That's where you can really do more of the simple stories, lots of pictures. Then, of course, there's your school age group. With that group, it will get progressively more complex stories. You might start with the simple ones, think little golden books, and it adds to the plot. There's more and more to it. You might add chapters for the older groups. Then you got the group that's called young adult. Often this is for those kids between the ages of 12 and 18. These would be things that are targeted toward kids. I'm mostly thinking about fiction here. Look at things like the issues common to that age group. Some call this the coming of age stories, where they're learning about friendship, first love, perhaps those big problems that we do face in life. How is it being handled by someone who is in that age group? And a lot of times in that, your protagonist, your main character, is a teenager and is telling this story, or it might be an adult who's telling his story when he was in that age group. Then, of course, you have your target audience, which is adults. And these are stories, or even nonfiction, that's geared for adult interests. Your target audience there, for the most part, is going to be people 18 and older. And this could be anything from how-to books, biographies. In your fiction, there's a wide range. We're going to look at that in just a minute. Now, the content, I get a little embarrassed saying this because my content wouldn't be this way. But the content for books like this may be more explicit than it would be for books written for young adults. And a lot of times you do get adults who read the young adult fiction and young adults who read adult fiction. When I was growing up, my mom left her novels lying around. I read them. Didn't understand a lot of what I read, but I read them. Now let me stop for just a moment here and encourage you. If you like what you see on these videos, please subscribe to my channel, The Writing Journey. Be sure you ring the bell so that you're notified of future videos. Oh, and I would welcome comments. Please comment below. Also, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Goodreads, and my Amazon author page. Now, I was talking about the target audience, and who is my target audience? I'll tell you about mine. My audience would pretty much be women, say 18 and older, although younger women, teens like 15, 16, 17, might enjoy my books too. These would be women who enjoy wholesome Christian stories, who enjoy romance. I am a romantic at heart, have been ever since I was a young girl, maybe because of reading my mother's romance novels. But maybe also someone who likes that bit of suspense in the story, because my stories are Christian romantic suspense. And wow, there are so many different audiences for us writers to write for. History buffs. If you're writing nonfiction, you could write a biography. You could write about a certain day or a certain time period in history. If you are a fiction writer, historical fiction, people love it. They eat that stuff up. I know I enjoy it, especially if you throw in an element of suspense. Sci-fi and fantasy buffs. There's so much you could do with that. You can go in the future, you can go in the past, you can keep it in the present, you can talk about aliens, other worlds. It's incredible. Fantasy. I mean, if you're not sure about fantasy, just look at the Chronicles of Narnia and The Lord of the Rings. Both of them extremely popular. And then, of course, murder mystery. That's kind of like the suspense. Suspense, murder mystery, whodunit. Especially if you can keep them guessing all the way through the book. Okay, whodunit. These are all great audiences. And I'm pretty sure there's some I've missed. How about cookbooks? I have a bookcase full of cookbooks. And sometimes I even look through them. Sometimes I'll even cook something from them. But I love cookbooks. So let's look at this. Who is your target? First, what genre do you write in? And who do you write for? When you're writing your stories, are you thinking about who's going to read your books? What kind of group it's going to be? Is it going to be for those little children, young adults, women, men, both? What do you want them to get from your writing? Do you want them to be entertained? Do you want them to learn something? With my books, it's my hope that my readers will receive wholesome entertainment. They'll enjoy the story. My books also have a message that runs through each book. And I'm hoping that that message will inspire and be a witness for my Lord. So what do you hope for when you write your books? Now, what we've discussed today, this only scratches the surface of finding your target audience. So let's explore this together. Let's keep writing. Have a great day.